We are now joined by the Kings assistant coach, Chris Clack. And Chris, it's a big weekend for this Kings team as you're trying to catch up to Nanaimo in the standings. You get off to a great start today and really top to bottom, full 60 minutes. Everything was working tonight.
Yeah, we wanted to start off right where we left off last weekend in that Victoria game. We put a lot of shots on that team, and right off the bat tonight, you saw 17 shots in the first period. Everything was towards the net, and we had a lot of net front presence, which was working out great for us. We know that goalie gives up a lot of rebounds in the slot, and it was our job to get there and fight through some hard battles, and I thought the guys did a great job of that tonight.
Well, you thought you scored the opening goal. It was waved off to goalie interference. Like you said, you're controlling, getting a lot of shots on net. You were out shooting Nanaimo 11-2 early on, but it was 1-0 Nanaimo.
Yeah, sometimes that's the way it goes in hockey. You want to call it a little bit snake bit or whatever, but I thought we were doing the right things, and it was just a matter of time until we got rewarded. We just stuck to the process tonight. We didn't veer away from it even when things got tough, and we showed a lot of resiliency towards the end there, and just all game we play with urgency and a little bit desperation, if you want to say that, and you saw it in the play tonight, and they got rewarded for it, which is nice.
Now the ultimate feel-good story here today is Eli Friedman. First game in 475 days, multiple surgeries. It's been a long road to recovery for him. Finally, he gets cleared, practices this week, gets in the lineup this weekend, his 6th BCHL game overall, and scores his first BCHL goal on a power play to tie this game up.
Yeah, super proud of him. I don't know what he's been through. Obviously, I wasn't here through that whole process, but 465 or 75 days, however long it's been, that's a long time. It's a long layoff, and it's really hard to come back from that. I thought he did a really good job this week of getting his feet under him and getting back and adjusted to the pace of play here. And it's one thing in practice, and then there's another thing in a game and getting up to game shape and game speed. I thought he did a tremendous job tonight, and I'm really happy he got rewarded there with that first one, and plenty of more to come for him.
You go to the second period, tied at 1. Tough start in the second period. You give up 2 goals in the first 3 minutes, and both of them kind of a common theme, just a man going unnoticed at the front of the net.
Yeah, a couple of mental lapses again. We take 2, 3, 4 minutes off, and that's a theme that we've been seeing, and normally we pay the price for it. But it was nice that we were able to respond tonight and rebound after that. We knew we couldn't let that happen tonight. Every game is Game 7 for us. We don't have any time left, so the best time to do it is right now. And I thought the guys responded well, and we just took it one shift at a time. When things aren't going right, you stick to the process, you stick to the game plan, and eventually, it worked in our favor.
Yeah, so it was 3-1 Nanaimo. You guys came back, make it 3-2 on a great play and just a never give up play. You get a chance on the rush, number of blocks, pucks, and feet in the Baudouin just staying on it, and he finds the puck before anybody else and able to put it in.
Yeah, it starts in practice, and it starts with those one-on-one battles and winning your battles. I thought that line in particular tonight, all night, they were getting pucks to net, and they were winning their net front battles. It's you against them mentality, and it's I love Bode's compete level day in and day out, and it was nice to see him get rewarded there. He came to the bench before that and said, I have one tonight. So it was good to see him fight that one off and get rewarded for it.
Clippers would eventually make it a 4-2 game again, but you bounce back. You get within one before the end of the period on a Brendan Giles goal. I think a good play at the side of the net by Cohen Miller to set him up as a slow start for Brendan Giles this season, but he just keeps finding ways to score now 8 goals on the season for him.
Yeah, he's got a hot stick right now, and he's playing with confidence. It starts with just a good play. We get it in behind their D. We made their D turn back all night, and the message was keep on making them turn back. They don't want to go back for pucks, and they keep on coughing pucks up to us. So as long as we're hard on the forecheck, I thought Cohen did a good job there getting in, and a really nice play around the net. Giles is there, right place, right time, and gets rewarded again.
Well, you go to the third, down by 1. You have a perfect start to the third period, and you score 26 seconds in on Merrick Baudouin's second of the game.
Yeah, that was awesome. He called that one too. So, really good night for him. And that whole line was generating all night. But yeah, we had 20 minutes. We lost a period. We tied a period. We needed to win a period, and we did so.
Now we go fast forward to the middle of the period. You go back to 2 weeks ago. Kings almost coming back against Nanaimo, down 4-3 right after the media timeout. Then Nanaimo scores off a face-off play to put them up by 2. They eventually win that game. Kings given them a taste of their own medicine today right after the media timeout. Bang, bang play off the face-off. Noah Szymanski does it again. Again, we've seen plays like that where he scored, and again, no mistake here this time.
Yeah, it's being intense right off the face-offs, whether it's a win or a lose. You know where you're going, and you have to have that stick on the ice. He was just a little bit of urgency right off the face-off there, lands on his twig, and he whacks one home.
I don't know if you're going to give away the secret, but we've seen a play like that more than once. Was that kind of planned, or was that maybe in the back of your head if it happens?
Yeah, we have a couple of different variations and progressions off of our face-off plays. That one just, maybe a little bit of luck, but I thought we earned and we deserved every bit of luck that we got tonight. We worked really hard all night long.
And how does it feel to get some good timely scoring now here in this game today with 2 goals to take the lead after being down and entering the third?
It's awesome. The last couple of games, you've seen it. Guys are starting to click, and there's definitely some chemistry being built, and guys are feeding off of each other, and one line has a good shift, the next shift's even better. So it's just building on that momentum every shift and sustaining that ozone time, and eventually when you get enough pucks to the net and you get crashing there, good things happen, and we've seen that. Seen a lot. Goal scoring has been it's hard to score goals, but if you're willing to do the hard things, you'll get rewarded. And it's been good the last few games here.
Now it was pretty much, I think, a perfect third period from this Kings team. You got good goaltending from Ryan Tamlin, who made 14 saves in that third. We'll get to him shortly, but I think the defense was just superb. You guys were blocking so many shots in the defensive zone.
Yeah, honestly, it was just a Sambo leash of a period for us overall. Everything was out at our blue line, everything was in at their blue line, and it really worked well for us. I thought all the guys bought in. We were willing to protect the middle of the ice and sacrifice and block shots, and the energy was good on the bench too. Everyone was applauding each other, and when you see a guy sacrifice, it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do. So everyone's supporting each other. Everyone was positive, and we just battled through that game, and we believed. We believed the whole time. When we were down 3-1, when we were up, it didn't matter. We knew we had to win this game, and the guys stepped up.
Then you add an empty netter, 2 empty netters, one from Wyatt Davis and another one from Noah Szymanski. But I know that first empty netter might have been a kind of a huge sigh of release, a little breathing room after the Clippers had the goalie pulled, and we're kind of pressing a bit.
Yeah, Purds had a chance just before that. His net guard falls off. We've seen that twice in the last 2 games where net guard falls off and we have to get off the ice. Unfortunate bounce there, but Wyatt finds the back of the net from our own zone. It's always nice to see an empty net going.
And then Ryan Tamlin, his Kings debut, 31 saves, solid on net. You see him, the advantage he has with the size he is. But I think a solid performance, and as I mentioned, 14 saves in that third period.
Yeah, solid performance overall. He's come in since day one as well, and he's put his work boots on. He's gone to work, and he's working a lot with Coach McNiven. And he's a big kid. He takes up a lot of the net. It's hard to score on him low. He's good on breakaways, and I think mixing that with their team defense and everything, trying to steer everything perimeter into the outside, having shots from the outside, I think he's going to do a great job. We saw it all night tonight. He was tremendous in net.
And what about just this overall performance? Because we saw, I think, contributions from everybody in all areas of the game, not only just on the goals and the assists, but again, block shots, face-offs, checks and everything like that. Everybody had a part in today's game. It felt like.
Absolutely. I've used this. I've used this in the past, but we didn't have any passengers tonight. Everyone bought in. Everyone grabbed a hold of that rope and started pulling. And when that happens, and we have everyone going, good things happen. And we're going to need that moving forward. We're going to need every single line going, every single D pair. We're going to need our goalies dialed in, and that's what it's going to take to win moving forward. And we got to go on a little bit of a streak here. We know that, but it starts tomorrow. Well, we say, one's a fluke and two's a streak. We need to find a way to break through, step up, and win that second game, third game, fourth game. We got to start going on a little bit of a run here. It starts with one, which is nice. We got that one out of the way. Now, the focus is on tomorrow.
I should also mention this too. This is the first time the Kings have won when trailing after 2 periods this season. I know that's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, we watched a few inspirational and motivational videos this morning, and right before early morning practice, and hopefully that had a little bit of a part in it. Just a little bit of inspiration for the guys, but Yeah, that's awesome to hear. Steps in the right direction. We've been talking about the process all year. I think the guys are really truly starting to believe, and we just need to see that consistency game in and game out now. We got 19 games left, I think, and we're going to need that more often than not to make a run here.
Now, it is a must-win 2-game weekend for this Kings team. Job one done tonight, as you mentioned. Now it's how this team responds to tomorrow. You're still looking for your first back-to-back wins. We're looking for consistency. And I think I've said this before. If you do what you did tonight, your chances to win tomorrow are going to be very good. But it's a matter, we can say all we want. It just comes down to execution at the end of the day against the same team once more.
Absolutely. I think what we know what we have to do. We've seen it time and time again. We've been in a ton of 1-goal games. We know how to play under pressure. We just have to execute. It comes down to execution now. We're prepared. We're conditioned. We know what we have to do to win these games. It's just we got to execute. And
then lastly, chrome gold helmets tonight. Kings finally debuting. Chris, your thoughts, and did they help?
They're a little bit shiny. I couldn't see sometimes on the ice there. But no, hey, a win, gold buckets. What more can you ask for? It's I think the guys enjoyed it tonight. Played with a little bit of swagger out there, and it worked. So I think we're gonna keep those.
Well, the Kings will be back in their green and gold tomorrow, 5 o'clock, as they take on the Clippers one more time here from the Hatt Park Arena. Chris, thanks for your time. Awesome. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you very much.